So today we're going to be talking about how I made 1.2k trading Forex. If you haven't already watched my last video, I was already in this trade as I was going over another trade. So if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that real quick. It'll be right here. So without wasting more time, let's get into this video right now. Alright, so as you can see personally for this account, this is the instant funding account, and I'm up almost 3k on the account. And to actually get a profit split, I needed 2.5%, which I passed that. So right now I'm just waiting for until tomorrow so I can withdraw, because it needs to be at least 5 days old, and I did it in 2 days. So this personal trade right here, this trade right here, was on AUD USD. I'm not gonna go too in depth because I have other videos on my channel that actually show like how I personally view the markets. So if you want to see that, you can go check that out. So what I noticed was, at the time of looking at the charts, price didn't even hit this daily zone, but I understand price does not have to hit a zone. It can completely miss the zone and still go short. My overall bias for AUD USD has been short, so I'm gonna only look for shorts. So as I jump down to a lower time frame, I noticed that there was a nice supply zone right here. There was a nice supply zone right there. And if you haven't already, watch my market structure video, because if you know, price for me can take out a high and still go short. So price tapped into this zone, so I'm actually going to replay mode so I can show you what I was thinking during this time. So let me actually replay it about right here. There we go. So price was already tapped into this zone, and I noticed it started pulling back down. And I noticed that the most likely target is this low right here, but I still do understand if price did break this zone right here, it's most likely going to head up to that daily zone. So as price was going short from that area, as price was going short from that area, I also noticed that that zone can also be refined to the 30-minute zone, which was also valid. And since it tapped into that zone, usually from the 30-minute, I would immediately jump to a 1-minute time frame. So I went on a 1-minute time frame and basically followed the structure from when price tapped into that area. And as you know, in my other videos, I talked about I wait for a double break of structure in the intended direction, and then I trade based on the supply or demand zone. So I waited for the double break of structure. So let's play this forward. Price broke up a high. So once it breaks a high, the double break of structure basically has to happen in a row. So break structure downside, it needs to break again to the downside, if you get what I'm saying. So I was basically waiting for that. Then around here, yeah, I got my double break of structure. So this was actually a triple. So price broke down once, broke down twice. It didn't head to the zone because I understand that price does not have to get to a zone. Broke down a third time. So I was like, okay, price tapped back into the zone right there. And I was basically waiting to enter when price takes out the low of the candle. It took out the low of the candle, so I was immediately entered. And then my stop loss was, I think it was 8 pips. I think my stop loss was exactly 8 pips. Yeah, it was exactly 8 pips. And I was basically waiting to manage this trade. So as you know, I wait to break even the trade based on structure. So as soon as price made this high and went back down, I broke even this trade. So I broke even the trade. I waited for it to hit partials, and then it tapped me right here, and I took out some money out of it, and then I was waiting to manage it. So just in case price wanted to hit me at break even, I don't trail stops. I wait for a double break of structure to the top side in this scenario. So price broke structure right here, and then I was looking at it, and I talked about it on my Instagram that if price gets above this area, I was gonna close the rest of my position. And after that, price got, as soon as price got right here, I closed the rest of the position, and then price just kept going up from there. So that's how I basically manage the trade and how I make that money on the trade. Is basically, you gotta be consistent with the strategy. If you looked on my channel, every time when I talk about my entries, it's literally the same. Double breaker structure, enter on the low of the candle, manage it to same partials, and if it reverses, manage it based on this right here. Even when I show some losses, because I do have some losses, it's the same thing. The only difference is it's just a loss. There's nothing to really learn from losses when you followed your system, and that's what you gotta really remember. If you want to watch any other video that is similar to this video, go ahead and watch the video right here.